Hi, I'm Ralph Moore. I am teaching American History 2, both second and fourth periods this semester at Green Level High School. I'm sorry that you were not able to join us for the online Meet the Teacher night or day, afternoon, Friday. But of course, in these strange days, you can't always be where you want to be, even if it's virtually. So hopefully I can give you a quick overview of the course and answer any questions that you might have preemptively, and then we can follow up as needed. First about the course, American History 2 is obviously the second half of American history. Currently in North Carolina, American history is divided into two parts. One is exploration and colonization through the Civil War and into Reconstruction. And then the second half of the course is 1877 to the present, which is what this course is. North Carolina is actually, you might have heard, in the middle of changing the U.S. history, the American history structure in the curriculum and combining it into one course, which will just be one big giant American history course, which humorously is the way it used to be. That's the past behind me. Future is ahead of me. The future is where you are. And so there's this weird year where, as a new school with limited staff and as the curriculum is changing, we are actually kind of betwixt and between. So this year we are only teaching American History 2. Some of your students will be rising sophomores or sophomores now who took world history last year, and you go, well, wait a minute, what about American History 1? Don't worry, it's not like math. It's not cumulative. We will do some review of American history. They learned a bunch of it in middle school anyway, and we will move on from basically Reconstruction, the end of the Civil War, through the modern period in the course. And the fact that they did not take American History 1 is not a big deal. And like I said, there are a couple of sophomores that are in each of my classes, but mostly it's juniors. So the course, we're taking a different tact in U.S. history, and we're really taking a different approach to history here at Green Level, starting this year, a unique year to start something new, I'm sure you could agree. And that is that we're really looking at an inquiry model of learning where, rather than just bombarding students with names and dates and places and hoping that somehow they sort through it and come to some greater understanding, we're starting with a greater understanding. We're looking at important questions in the history of our country, phrasing them as inquiry, and having students research the answers to those questions rather than simply learning a whole bunch of stuff and then taking a test at the end. So this class will be more writing. There will be more students creating video explaining the answers to these questions, and more reading and watching video, and less of the traditional doing a lot of homework and timelines and stuff. There might be some of that, but this course is going to look and feel different, and we think that format fits our current situation really well. Teaching online is a unique experience, and we're going to continue to figure out what works, and we're going to learn things that don't work, and we're going to hopefully correct along the way. And we rely on students and parents to help us do that, to give us feedback and go, hey, that's really not working for my student. So that's kind of the next thing I want to say. If you have questions, if you have concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to me by email. You even leave a voicemail here at school, no big deal. But I will get in touch with you, and we'll figure out a way to talk on the phone, or maybe have one of these wonderful Google Meets that I hear so much about and do all the time. But if you've got concerns, if you've got questions, please don't hesitate to reach out and let us answer those. The earlier the better, the faster the better. And finally, this online learning adventure is truly that. And some students are going to struggle with the isolation or the self-pacing. We're doing a lot of encouraging of students to make a schedule, stick to a schedule, use the asynchronous time following each Google Meet to do work. Don't just put it off, go back to playing video games or playing the dog, and then at 1 o'clock in the morning you go, oh, I got to do my work. I'm keeping real close track on students who are turning in work late at night or early in the morning, literally 4 a.m. And if I start to see that as a trend, I'll probably reach out to parents and say, hey, you need to help your student get on a schedule, so that they regulate themselves. I've told all my students that I really do truly believe that they will come out of this experience stronger, with more self-resilience, with the ability to set schedules, that they'll come out of this experience better for it, though it's hard to see that in the midst of it. But it's only if they work at it. And so with your help, we'll help them get through this. But American history should be fun. We're going to talk about a lot of things that are going on in the world today that we see on the news every night, and we're going to connect those to their antecedents in American history. Why are the questions that were, why has the legacy of the Civil War 160 years later still not been settled? These are important questions, and we're going to delve into those questions, recognizing that it's harder when you're online than if you're all in a room, but we'll work through it with your help. So like I said, if you've got questions, if you've got concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And I hope you have a great day, and I hope you and your children have time to spend together in addition to staring at computer screens. Thanks. Bye.